everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here today to do a little bit of work on this journal. This is going to be a Commonplace journal that I'm going to be using the parts from my Journal Together kit for November, which is a Patreon exclusive kit. I've picked out all the signature pages that I want to use in this Commonplace book. So if you recall, I made this cover using 2 long mailing envelopes, or possibly was it 3? One, yeah, maybe, no, it was 2. Okay, so the way that I want this to work is we're going to have 2 signatures in here, 5 signatures on here, and so those will just, be connected there. Then this will be able to flip up, that will flip down, and then we will have this flap. So it will all be protected and closed up. So this morning I got everything trimmed. So these signatures had to be 5.5 wide so that they don't impact or go too close to where we're going to be putting in these signatures. Now these signatures, they were allowed to be, I think, 6.5-ish, a little over 6.5. I think I had like just over 7.25 there. So as long as they don't override this line, we're fine. And they don't. I double checked. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm not going to be doing any sewing of anything on the edges of these pages, like any lace or anything, because it is a closed up book. So I honestly, if I wanted to, could even stitch these in now after I finish the back of this, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start working. So the first thing I want to figure out how to use from my kit is this beauty. So I want to use her, I think, sort of like, depending on the width, like a tip out page. Like I want to cut around her and use her as a bit of a tip out page. So I need a relatively wide page like this one, which is perfect to do that. So let's go ahead and just work on that signature. So I'm going to move the book out of the way for a little bit here. I'm going to caffeinate. Halloween was a smashing success. Amazing. My kids had an amazing time. So did I, in fact. My son was just overjoyed beyond belief. It was like so cute. So I think, yeah, we'll use this side here will be what we keep for a flap. And this over here will be what we can keep for the tip out. So we will just tear off this side of her because we know that we can't have it run over the page. Okay. And then the bottom, we will lose that as well. Okay. And then this we're going to fold. So, and that'll be the part that we're going to glue down. Then I need to lose a little bit from the top as well. Get rid of the white, but also I don't want it to be exactly as big as the page. There we go. Then we will do a little fussy cut around her to give this a bit of a unique and fun shape. And then decide if I want to do any cutting into her hair. Maybe a little bit might be kind of fun. Just like this. And like this. And we don't want that edge to be square. That one's fine. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to take that right off. It's just a little, yeah, that's better. All right, so now we have that shape. And then I want her to be a tip out on this page. So they'll just double check her size and it's good. Then I'm going to take some art glitter glue. And we're just going to glue the back here. Right. I'll just come right into the edge as best I can here. There we go. Just tip it back up again, make sure this is laying down nicely. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, that'll be a fun little tip out. Okay, then, and you could, if you wanted to even, which also could look neat, is you could also cut away under her chin and under her hair. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do that because I just think it'd be really nice and freeform. Let's do that. Actually, I'd have to pick, you know what, I'll do it. I have to pick this up though. Okay. This is what I do. I always like second guess what I'm doing and then make changes at the last moment. Thereby making things ultimately more difficult for myself. But I can work with this. It's okay. Let's just get it trimmed out. Because I think that'll be really cool. Okay. And cut this away. Yeah, that's really fun now. I like that a lot. Okay, so now we just need to tidy up here. Where is my rubbery eraser here? This thing is really good for cleaning up glue and other things without damaging paper. It's gonna kind of, you have to really just take your time and roll it about 1,000,000 times. Oops, over the edge. That's fun. Then I wanted to, over here anyways, because we can see this, I wanted to add some kind of a fun washi tape. And I have this one that's like, it stamps, but it's really impossible to peel it nicely. So I don't think, see what happens? So I don't think I'll go with that one. I'm going to grab a different one. Okay. This is this. Here we go. That's kind of nice and wide, but it's not really the right colors for what I want. Oh, that's nice right there. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay, now we'll take this washi tape and put it here. Okay, and that will just kind of cover up that darker spot there that we don't want. And then what I could do, actually no, I don't want to carry it over. I like that how it looks, because I could like carry it right over, but the whole point was to be able to really visibly see the negative space there. Okay, put it at the top. All right, that's fun. I like that. Okay, so now we'll put this back in the book and see how it looks. Okay, it's here. There we go. So yeah, fun tip out. Okay, so that is my quick little bit for right now. I'm going to prepare something else. Okay, so the other thing I have done is I have cut out a bunch of bits and bobs for this journal. So this journal is going to be a bit of a combination of different materials. So first off, these are all of the images from, where are they? There. All these, as well as everything in here except for this, These are all from the Journal Together kit. All these things, I've cut them all out, and now I need to sort of start to decide what I want to do with them. So those are going to be my next few projects. I also cut this window out of a book. I want to do something lamination wise with it, and I'm looking to see if there's something from this kit that would work. You know, obviously we could have a scene just looking out the window like this at this beautiful tree house, or you know, a fall scene might be really pretty as well. So lots of that kind of thing. And then we also have something like this. She could be really beautiful there. I would probably fussy cut her and put her on a scene though. That might be kind of cool, so that it's not like a window looking into another indoor space. So I might do that because I like those together. Let's see, we could obviously have this bee, this fun bee, but he might be a little too big. Yeah, he'd be too big for that window. What else do we want to do here? Okay. I really am starting to feel really inspired with these images. They're getting my brain working. I'm getting a lot of ideas. It's good. This is going to be a fun journal to work on. Okay, so those are the things from my kit. Then I also cut out a few other things. This is from a digital, I just was going through my digitals, like, and I'm choosing like kind of folder to folder. I have my digitals organized sort of by artist, and I'm like, I need to start using more of my digitals. So I had a lifetime membership to a creator who's no longer creating, but I have a ton of those digitals, and so I cut these out because I just thought that they would look really nice with the cover. So they're just like kind of bookmark shaped, belly band shaped kind of thing. So I'm going to use those. This I'm not using for this. This is for something else that I have to think about. I did finish from my digital collection this piece yesterday, so I just kind of worked away on that, and I'm happy with it. It's going to be a nice big piece for in the book, and I'm not sure if I want to use it paper clipped on or add something here to make it like a tip out, so I'll think about that. And then I recently found a digital creator that I really enjoy called Miles Beyond the Moon on Etsy. And I really like her paper doll, his or her paper doll style. I can't recall. But yeah, these ones are really sweet. And I picked up a few different ones. I think these ones are called Lost and Found. These children, they're kind of ominous and interesting looking, and I really think they're fun. So I want to include them also in here. So that's all I've chosen for this journal so far, but I think that's going to be plenty because my digital collection is a whale. It's huge. So I don't really think I'm going to need a whole lot more in terms of ephemera for this book because like I have a lot to go here. I also have these things. I want to do probably a lamination project with this as well. I'm going to fussy cut the inside of these out and maybe think about what I want to put in them. Like maybe we'll see if it could be a framed picture with these little people, right? That could be kind of cool. So yeah, definitely going to be getting the laminator out. I think this might be my next project though, so I will work on that now. Today, this video might be chopped up a little bit, but hopefully you won't notice too much. I am kind of filming in between working because I've done like an absolute ton of work this week. And I'm now waiting. You know how like you get a bunch of stuff done and now you have to wait for other people to get stuff done. So I'm on the waiting spectrum today, and I cannot think of a single thing I have left to do right now other than attend meetings, which I'll be doing off and on for most of the day. So that is my day. Okay. Yes, I want her to be in the foreground, I think. And then we'll plunk that there. Yeah, that'll be fun. And I'm going to think about how I want to laminate this. I'm trying to decide if I just want to layer the whole thing this way, laminate it, or if I want to add anything else in there. Yeah, I can think about it. But yeah, that will be one project. And then I have to think also about how am I going to use these bits and bobs. So these are all the things, those are the labels from the kit, and then these are both in brown and in white from one of the pages of the kit that is like little things, little cutouts, little fussy cuts, verses, all that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking about making some fun ephemera with those little clustered things, as well as some pockets and ephemera with just random things, either from the kit or from the books that I have in my collection here. So I am going to do a little bit of thinking about what else I want to put on here, and then I will come back to you. Okay, so let's get started on this one and this one. I haven't warmed up my laminator yet, but I will. Let me find, where did I put that double window? Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's in this. And then let's maybe just grab these kids too. Put all the rest of this aside. So let's do a little bit of gluing. We will get this one going here. Just some gentle gluing because we are going to laminate this. So I will glue her. Oops. Did I leave this glue? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Did I leave this glue stick uncovered? Nope. Okay. And we'll put our window here for a minute so I can get an idea of how we want this to look. I'll just put her down for a second. And the window kind of here. I think kind of like that will be good. Alright, so let's glue her down. And then I'll just glue around the edge of the window. We're going to attach it to the picture. Just position it here. And a little more of this tree, I think. Yeah, right there. That's what I like. There we go. Okay. And one thing that's bothering me is the way that I cut this on the top here when I was fussy cutting. I made it a little too like straight. So let's just fix that so it's a little more organic. There we go. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of vintage photo distress ink just on this window image here. Sorry if you hear banging. I don't know what my children are doing up there. I don't honestly know. I don't want to know, to be honest. I think they are candy hangover from Halloween. They got a lot of candy, so we'll just do that. All right, so yeah, that's good. Now I will go around the excess here. This is honestly cute, not laminated, but I want to try doing something here with this. Okay, so that's that one. Then this one we need to cut it out, so I'll just go in with a blade and make a couple of lines in there. Oh, those are really terrible lines. I was being gentle so that I didn't cut into my glue book. There we go. And then it is fussy cut down here, so I will do this just on my own. I'm just going to cut out all around here and then I will come back. Okay, so I got the frame fussy cut out, and I think I've chosen, these two kids for this. And I was thinking about how I wanted to do this, if I wanted them to be behind the frame or in front of it. And I think I want to have them like kind of popping out of it. And I obviously could trim here and not have this, but I want to keep their whole body intact. I'm going to use this as a piece of ephemera, either on a tag or on a pocket, but this will be sort of like a topper piece. And then I'm going to use wild honey on the frame itself to kind of add like a golden shade to it. I don't want to use gilding wax because I don't want the gilding wax to like I just have to get some of the brown off, to like oversaturate the black, because gilding wax can be kind of opaque in that way. So I'm just going to go over with this. Just one moment. So we have the frame all inked up now. And then I am going to glue these little ones into it. I mean, I may not even have to glue them, we'll see, because I'll be placing them in here. And I guess I probably, do I want to put the background in as well before I laminate, or do I just want to laminate? Or do I want to laminate this one? Maybe I just want to laminate the other one. Because this doesn't necessarily need lamination. So many choices. Okay. I like that on book page in the background. It's actually pretty cool. I'm trying to think what else would look nice as a background for this. I've got this paper too. It's just like from a book, like a fly page kind of. And I might. Yeah, I like the calmness of that color. But maybe it blends too much. This is too small anyhow. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to like use the background for the whole piece. Like, should it be down here too, or just behind them in there? Maybe just behind them in there. And I think if I did that, that would look pretty neat with that like gray kind of map type background. I want him to be a little high because I like his little coat. Toasty, come here. Sorry, 1 second. Come here. You want to say hi? Do you want to do the sunshine pass? You look way more scared than Sunshine when I hold you that way. That's Toasty. He is such a sleepy boy today, but he doesn't know what to do with himself because he's wondering what I'm doing, and the rest of my family have gone out for the afternoon, so he's just here with me because he went on a big long walk last night for Halloween. He had a big walk and he really loved going door to door trick-or-treating with the kids. It was nice. Oh, I guess the background doesn't really matter, to be honest, because there's so little of it that's going to be visible, right? Okay. So maybe I won't even stress the background. Okay, Toasty, you have to go lay on the couch. Go ahead. Go lay down. Oh, goodness. Okay. So I think I am going to go with a book page, and I'll use a nice old one. Which one do we like better? I don't want that one. And I don't want like a first page, I don't think. What is this? Novels read to order, first aid for the busy millionaire. No brains needed, no taste required, nothing but money. Send it to us. That's pretty hilarious and also kind of true. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm being so picky about what to do today. I don't know why. Agonizing over a piece of ephemera. But I just want it to be nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of like it just like that. That's fun. I'm just trying to decide if I would like it more if there was more text, like if it was wider, but I don't know. You know what, let's just get it done. Okay. So first I want to do a little bit of inking around the white here, just on these, just to give it a little bit of a color. And we saw so many cute costumes last night. Oh my goodness. It was also very funny because my 5-year-old, she is very precocious. Just has a great sense of humor. And like, you know, kids at that age are just funny because they don't often know how they sound, like when they say things, and it makes it kind of a lot funnier in an awkward sort of funny way. I totally remember being just like this when I was a kid. So she was a Minecraft creeper, which is, if you're not familiar, a video game that she doesn't even have the video game. She's just seen it like on, like she's seen a little bit of a playthrough or like on YouTube, and there's a Netflix show that's like an interactive show, and then there's a coding kind of game that she has played a little bit, but she's never actually played the real Minecraft. I'm going to give it to her for her birthday. I had some hesitations initially because I wasn't sure if it had like an online element. I didn't want her to be able to like engage with people like on a chat or something. I didn't want any kind of audio that someone could talk to her or something. Like, I'm very cautious about that type of technology, but honestly, it's all really about education, like for the parent. Like, I'm definitely feeling like, okay, I'm officially at the age where like I'm getting slightly out of touch with youth. Not super out of touch, but like I don't want to get out of touch at all. So I need to like do my research and understand what's going on. And I'm a little like, wow, I'm already having to do this and she's only 5. So, yeah, but I learned that no, I don't have to worry about that with the original Minecraft game. It's not like that, and so yeah, I will let her play that and have some fun with that. And so she would go, you know, door to door trick-or-treating, and some people knew exactly what she was. And the funniest was actually this guy who he said, like, so one of the things that this character does in the game, they're sort of like a zombie or a monster character, and they're like green and made of blocks like everything in Minecraft is. And so he said to her, like, "Good evening, please do not explode on my porch," because I guess in the game that's what they do, they explode, so you have to like avoid them or, you know, whatever. And so she laughed, oh my gosh. And then she would go to like a lot of people's doors, maybe, you know, people who didn't know what Minecraft is, which is totally understandable, and they'd be like, "Oh, look at you, you're a robot," and she would very quickly correct them and say, "I'm not a robot, I am a Minecraft creeper." And then they would like laugh and they would like repeat what she said, and it was just very cute. And my son, oh my goodness, was he ever excited. He would run up to people's doors, and he's 2, so he'd say hi like really loud. He was so excited. And then the only thing is he would try to like go into their house or hold their hand. He's very like he's very social, and like he's just kind of learning, you know, social cues right now. And you know, he's also a COVID baby, and they are another animal. They're a whole other kind of kid. So he, you know, I worried initially because he was born in 2019, and he just like had he had very much only a couple of months before lockdown, and then everything changing and being like different. So I was very worried about like, will he be awkward or will he be antisocial or intimidated? He is absolutely the opposite. Like, you know how they say that, you know, little kids can play strange or whatever? He is whatever the opposite of that is. And he just wants to like bring joy to people. That's like his unspoken kind of goal. So I'm happy about that. Okay, so we've got these two sort of laid down in place. I'm going to warm up the laminator and do a bit of lamination. Okay, so I have the laminator heating up. I did a couple things. So I decided I wanted to separate this from this. I only want to laminate this part. And also I'm going to just cut this off the bottom because I want it to be like a window. I don't want the whole thing laminated. I wasn't thinking straight for a moment there. Then a couple things I want to try. So I grabbed another part of the kit. I grabbed some of this really cool plant, which I have no idea what it is. It is from Graveyard Compost, from, you know, like a plant arrangement. It's really gnarly and fun, and I want to do something cool with it. And then I have collected a whole bunch of these beautiful ginkgo leaves from my travels here, and I want to do something with them as well with this laminating sheet. So I typically try to fill up a whole laminating sheet because it's a waste if you don't. So I want to use some kind of, like maybe a piece of book page to create like a frame or something. Let me see. But I want it to maybe be round, and I want it to be torn. So how tall is she? Okay, yeah, about like this, right? How much space does that give us? A decent amount. I think I want to make it a little wider. Maybe I'm going to lose all my text. I might need to use a different book page so that I can preserve the text, because I don't want to lose all the text. Yeah, like I like this as a concept. I just need to get a different book. I've got, what is this book page like? Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Let's take a, and I know that this doesn't have anything awful written on it because it's a children's book, although that's not always true if we're honest. Okay, so we want to go kind of wide, like that. That might be too wide, but we'll see. I want to make this a little less regular. There we go. So like so. Okay, I like that as a frame. Now I need my wild honey. Alright, so we are in the laminating business, so now I will try to hurry up here. Just gonna ink here. Oops, no ripping. Okay, get rid of this. Then I just want to trim this down here. At the bottom as well. Get rid of those, move this. And then I also want to trim off a bit of this. Okay. And we will add glue around the edges of this. Okay. Lay this down. Now she's in that window. And I want to clip a bitty bit of this and put it here. And I don't know if this, oh yeah, that would be very cute. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Right, like that. I'm going to use a little bit of glue on this just to keep it flat. I don't think that the other branch really needs glue, but we'll see here. Maybe. Depends if it jiggles around a lot when I try to put it in there. Okay. So what was the main thing we wanted to laminate? This. We gotta leave space for that. So let's open this laminating sheet up. Okay, I just had to change my battery, and also it's probably a good thing because I don't know if I was pulled out far enough for you to see me load this lamination sheet. So now I know that you are pulled out far enough to see it. So we'll open this on up. We'll put our first piece up in there. Okay, right there. Just kind of flatten it. And then I will add this one. Is this enough space? Nope. Okay. We're going to add number 2 right here. And we want to leave enough space that we don't, there, we have a good seal. Where do we want that? Like maybe there. Okay, and then what else do we want to laminate? I'm thinking about like laminating this whole piece, but like cutting it away from their bodies. So it's kind of like they are in a frame, but they're also trying to burst out of the frame a little. Let's see what happens if we do that. Let's just make this even more fun. You know, because we have lamination paper, so let's try. Got to be careful I don't. This is when fussy cutting needs to be a little fussy. Because we're going to be reusing that portion. Should have done this ahead of time, but you know. Okay, this I don't care about. I don't need to worry about that part. I just need to worry about the legs and the bottom of that book page, because we're going to attach it onto another book page probably, or just some kind of a background or something. I don't know. I'm not completely decided on what I want to do yet. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's open this up. Okay, so this can go in here. Now, what I might also do is laminate a few of these bits here. Like, I'll make like a, just gotta crack this a little so that it doesn't bend. Just crack it up a bit. What if we like laid down some of these labels? So let's take this unidentified label here and put that there. So that's going to make like a laminated kind of cluster. Then we'll grab this and see, what do we want to do? What do we, whimsy. Let's do whimsy with this one. Come open. Whimsy. How can I maybe move this one? So this is a little bit, you know, this takes a little bit of fussing around to just get everything down where you want it. But if you're patient, you know, you come up with something kind of fun. Unidentified. And then I'll keep this open. Golden hour, which is actually pretty perfect for these beauties, because what is more golden than the falling leaves of the ginkgo tree? one. Enough room. Can I grab one more? That's too close to the edge. Maybe I only need one. I'm just being... Yeah, I only need one. Okay, we have enough room that this doesn't get squeezed into that one. We need a little space on both sides. This we need to go here, maybe. Like that. All right. Just give it a little press. Make sure that it's all in there. It's where you want it. This is your last chance to make sure. And then I'll push all this out of the way because we don't want to be dealing with like anything in the way of the laminating machine. Glue out of the way, scraps out of the way, and leaves out of the way. Just put those over here. Okay. Now is the nerve-wracking part of it all. Okay, so first I want to just pull the laminator a little forward here, and then kind of carefully move it up with your sealed end up here. And we thread the bottom. Whoops. We're trying not to move things, but we already did. Or I already did. I guess I can't blame it on you. Which is okay. Get that off there. This goes like this. Shoo. Let me hold on to that piece. Okay. This reminds me of when I made my friend Lori's wedding cake, and you know, because I wasn't an establishment baker, I did not think about the difficulties of transporting said wedding cake to the wedding. That's a little too close. Oh geez, that's okay, it's too late. And so at the time I had a Pontiac Le Mans that was driven by my boyfriend at the time, and we had to get that cake to the restaurant where they were having their wedding and also where I worked, and it was an adventure. I think that tested every barrier of our relationship because our car also did not have air conditioning, which for a cake is a pretty important aspect of the whole business. Okay. So yeah, that was a tricky moment, just like laminating can be a tricky moment. Okay, so desired results. Let's shut this off. No, that's not it. This is it. Okay, so desired results. That's great, because the major thing that you're looking to avoid is anything you don't want trapped in here, which I don't seem to have. And also you don't want to have any like big bubbles that come out the edge where you've lost, like say if I got too close right there, I would have lost that seal. So whatever's in here is not airtight protected. So just kind of give it a little smush. And I'm sorry if this is a little shiny for you. I know it's hard on camera with this shiny, but that's okay. I'm really excited about this. So let's go ahead and just kind of carefully trim around the edge of this. Now you'll see there's a little edge there, so don't cut into that little edge that's super close to your piece, because then you'll be in that air pocket and you don't want to open that up because you want it to stay glued. If it was only paper and that happened to you, not a big deal. You could actually just live with it or stitch around it. If it had plant material in it or something that wants to be a little more airtight, then that's where things can get a little bit tricky. Okay. So now where's my window? Here it is. My poor window that I abused a little here. Oh yeah, but I think that's going to be a lot more fun. It's just going to be getting this to stick down again, which will be the hard part. Let's try it now though. Let's go ahead and try. So what I'll do is I will just take my glue stick here And I'm going to maybe trap it on a piece of paper. Glue it all down onto a piece of paper after this. Which I see a piece that I can use. Good, good. Yes, it's just this one little spot of the top of the window that got disconnected, but that's okay. I don't think it's going to hurt anything too much. So let's get this piece of paper. And get rid of this. And that will stay put. And we'll pick up this. So before we stick this all the way down, let's try to line it up properly again. Down a little. Okay. Good. This has to lift a little. Okay. And come back in with a little more glue there so that that sits down. Okay. So now I will just cut around this again. Right. Just going to get any of that little bit of excess plastic off. Get rid of all my scraps here. Okay. Okay, so there she is in her window. You know, and another thing that I could do if I wanted to is I could use a glue gun and I could add like raindrops. You'd just do a daub and then a pull up of your glue gun and you could add some raindrops. But I think for this one I won't, because it's just a very little window and I feel like it's already, you know, we've done enough with it, I think. Okay, so now we have these bits and bobs, so I should probably get this one next so I can figure out how I want to try to reconnect this. So this one, I'm going to go up nice and close to the frame. This is only paper, does not have any plant material, and it's not going to like completely lift in any way, even though I'm going right up to it, because it is stuck. It is stuck down. And then up at the top, I don't have to go as close. I can go a little further away because I'm not reconnecting the body. So it's not until I get down here that I need to go right on up here to this. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is use another page of this maybe. Okay. So I think I'm going to fussy cut again with the book page around. I'm going to leave a little bit of this tiny text just because it's going to add another fun layer. I'm try and see if I even want to keep what's in between them with that little number. I don't know, we'll see. Just kind of give as many different kinds of elements here as we can to this. So then this would enter right in here. Okay. Yeah, and it will reconnect. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. So I'm going to use art glitter glue on the back of this plastic. Okay, then stick that right there. And then I will just double check that I want to keep that like that. And I do. I think that's fun with that bit of extra book page in there. It's another great little layer. So we will glue this on and reconnect these people to their bodies. Spooky season's over, right? Is it ever really though? Come on. All right. So you just got to make sure we connect this properly again. This is the most important spot right here, this little arm. Press that in. That's that side, and then right here, and I apologize if like my head is in the camera because I have to get a little close to this to look at it while I'm doing it because of the glare from the light. All right. Okay. It for 1 sec here. Sometimes things just need a little bit of time under a little press just to set up completely because, you know, glue. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty fun. Then I will end up backing that, I think. We're on 2 pages here. I'll back that onto something and it will be like either a journal card or a tag. And I'm not sure if I want to keep it a free-form shape. Okay, that's so fun. I'm so happy with that. All right, and then these, so you'll see here, so I'll be able to go hopefully in between there and not muck up this plant. No, I think I'll be fine. I didn't get too close. We're good. And then I'll just snip around. See, then we have this. Like, how cool. And then this is the other tricky spot here. There we go. We're okay. And see, because of the big stem here, this is where I have to be a little careful because we have just enough sealing spot. Yeah. Okay, and we have Whimsy. I'm going to actually just turn this back on maybe. Actually no, I won't do another one right now. I won't have enough time between now and what I gotta do. Also, I have no concept at all how long this video is going to be because I have been filming, then breaking, then filming, then breaking. So, but it's okay. All right, and there is Golden Hour. So if you are anywhere near a ginkgo tree, collect some ginkgo leaves because they're amazing and super fun to work with. So I will cut around my ginkgo leaf. Okay. I'm very pleased with that. That really like amped up the digital, I think, quite a lot. I might do some stitching around this too, because I just feel like it will really add to it. But that should be it for me for now, because I have no idea how long I've been talking, and I do have some other things I have to get to today. So thank you for spending some time with me while we laminated and made some stuff, and I will be back with more projects relating to this Commonplace journal using my Journal Together kit from my Patreon. If you're interested in my Patreon, you can find me on Patreon at Studioloo. All the links are down below. You know, if you have any questions and you want to DM me, absolutely, please feel free to. I will be happy to answer. So these Journal Together kits that I make, I do them, they're once a month. They come out on the first of each month, and they are an eclectic kit, all designed by me, that may contain things that I have that are vintage that I'm scanning, or design work that I'm doing in several different apps relating to, like, basically taking my own photography and modifying it and painting. And I do about 1 million different things when I create these, and it takes me about a month, so that's why the kit comes out once a month. I do other digitals, little collections and whatnot too. I usually do something seasonal, and I'm also open to ideas about the kind of things that you feel enter or add like value to you on Patreon. So yeah, it's an open dialogue there, and if you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. We have fun here. I try to do different projects, and I'd be happy to have you here in this community. So have a great day, and we will talk again very soon. I hope that you're having already a lovely November. Bye for now.